Welcome back to WT Bricks for another episode of building Gotham City in Lego. And I'm going to carry on working on the old Wayne Tower here this week. And the first thing we want to do is remove this floor here, put some tiles along the bottom there, and then make this a standalone floor. I want to make it so it's modular. That way, if I want to add any details to the interior of this lower section, then I can quite easily get my hands in there and make those amendments to there. Once I've done that, I'll be rebuilding this floor so it's on a modular section, put a roof part on it again with some tiles, and then I can build the next section of the building going up. And there we have it. The floor now has a floor and it is all modularised, so it's on the tiles here. And I'll probably change these white tiles out for a dark bluish grey one a little bit further down the line. But again, this is something that I can change, no problem at all. And I also need to put a couple of modified plates on there to hold everything in place. Now that I've done that, I can concentrate on the next floor up. And here is the next section of the old Wayne Tower, and loving how it's looking. I think it goes really well with the lower part of the build here. Now, originally I was going to build another one, possibly two of these to go on top, and then start curving the walls on the corners. However, I don't think that's going to look right. I think what I need to do is just extend this one up by about another 9 bricks or so, then have the arches at the top of these windows here and here, and on all 4 sides, as in the picture on the screen now. And then I'll start the curved walls. So I'm just going to build those up. I don't think I have the arches I need for those, so I might just have to leave them off for the time being. But because this is modular, it's going to be really easy to add them in afterwards. And then I can start prototyping how I'm going to go about doing those curved walls on there. One other thing I need to do is strengthen up this bottom bit just here. These 4x4 plates I've got on the bottom, they just keep falling off. And all I need to do is just put a plate underneath, join them on, and that will just sandwich them in there, and they'll be perfectly okay then, so there'll be no problem at all. And then I just need to also tile along the very top section of this. Now, I'm not sure whether to use the light bluish grey or the dark bluish grey tiles on there. I'm thinking dark bluish grey will be in keeping with what I've got down the bottom, and I think I'm going to be doing the same on each floor. So I think the colour contrast between the greys will look good. But yeah, all in all, really happy with how this build's coming on. But anyway, let's make those amendments. Let's carry on building this level up and see how it comes out. The next floor up is where the walls start to curve in, and this is where I'm going to be using the source material a lot more. And I want to try and get the lines in that you can see on the picture just there. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make a plate up that's just 10 by 10. Then just so I'm concentrating on one corner and just see what I can come up with using some of the curved slopes. Once I know that it's going to work out well, then I can just order in all the pieces I need to carry on building the tower up. And there is the curve wall on the corner of the build here. I'm really happy with how that's coming out. Using these curved slopes attached to a snot brick and also using a 45-degree slope works out really well for getting the angle that I'm after on there. It does step back slightly less here than it does going that way due to the technique, but you don't really notice it once the whole build is together. Now I need to order in a whole load of these curved pieces to carry on building up. This here is probably just a fifth maybe of the height of the rest of the building that's got to go up there, so I am going to need several of those pieces. I have got a few on my Mandalore mock, however Mandalore's not going to be finished for several months, so I'm not going to be able to wait to finish those. Now this section here, as I mentioned earlier, will be modular, so I need to tile that off and then get some more grey plates and some black plates here, just so I can make the framework up so I can just carry on building up. And on the top here, I've still got to do a little bit with the plating on there as well, how I'm going to finish that off. There are other options I've got for that, which I'm going to look into. But all in all, really happy with the progress managed to get done on the build this week. Where you've got these inverted slopes here, they will eventually be changed over for the arches. I'm not sure whether I've ordered any of those in yet, so if not, I will get those in. But for the time being, I can just leave those inverted slopes in there. Where this is modular, all it's a case of doing is removing the plate on there and then swapping them all over, so it's an easy fix. Now these windows here, they have changed. Originally I had it so you had one row of windows, then a 2-wide brick, then windows, 2 wide, and then windows again. However, I found that this just looked a little bit better, so I've changed that for all 4 walls now. But yeah, really happy with how this is all coming together. And here we are in the future Lego room. I've had a lot of people asking me for updates on this, and am I going to be showing a build series? And rest assured, I will be showing the full process of converting this into the Lego room. On the floor here is some timber, and the last 2 or 3 days I've been constructing a shed which is going to be housing all of this stuff over here on the side. So once I've got that shed finished, I can gut this room, and then that's when the work is going to start. So hopefully in the next week or two it'll be full steam ahead with that. Now the first thing I'm going to need to do is rip this roof off. It is in a terrible state, it needs to come down, and I also want to raise the wall by about 30 centimeters all the way round. So that'd be the first job. What I want to do then is also put a hole in the wall down the end there, which is going to be a doorway, which is going to lead to a secondary building, which is going to be the brick pit, where I'm going to have my computer, and also where I'm going to be doing sort of like smaller mocks in there, like Mandalore and things like that. So the main city build will be in this building here. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done out here, just clearing up, getting rid of all of the stuff on the walls. The windows need replacing, the door needs to go, that needs to be all blocked up. I also want to have it so that I've got a ceiling that goes along horizontally, so it's not at a slope as well, and then I can have spotlights going down. So it's going to be a massive job, and it's going to take several weeks to get done. Now, I have been trying to get a builder to come around and quote me for doing the job, but unfortunately we just can't find anybody. So I'm going to be doing this all myself, which does mean 2 things. One, it's going to take a lot longer to get done. I'm not a builder, but I'm confident I can get this job done. But secondly, through me concentrating on this, it is going to restrict how much Lego building I can get done. But it's going to be well worthwhile in the long run. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, please remember to give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content on the channel. And if you know anybody else you think would be interested in building Gotham or building Mandalore, if you could share the channel with them, it'd be much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for hopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.